Oh boy, this is fantastic. I'm very honored to be here. When I first received the phone call to accept this award, I was both a little taken back, well, more than a little taken back, and very honored at the same time. It took a while to sink in. I mean, BCIT has always been very close to my heart. I've attended these awards before, so I know how special of a night that this is. And as you saw in the video, my job is public speaking. I love it. I speak to large audiences around the world, but this is very different. This is very special. I'm amongst family, friends, colleagues, teachers, and mentors as well. I know that we've all taken time out of our schedules tonight, so I want to thank you, the audience, for being here. Thank you. It's very special. So, my journey starts where most journeys do, with family, right? I was young. If my dad hadn't got me that first IBM 286 computer, I don't know where I'd be right now. Maybe somewhere else interesting, but back then our systems were very archaic. There were no real visual operating systems. You had to do everything by reference, looking at guidebooks, talking to peers. So I was talking to my brother, learning from him, from my family, just really trial and tribulation, right? And in a nerdy way, other than my brother and my family, my computer became my best friend. It wasn't sexy then, it is now, right? So I ran bulletin board systems. This is before the internet was widely adopted. I had other peers calling into my bulletin board system, vice versa. Text was going very slowly across the screen, but we communicated. And my point is, by learning those skills, when that transferred into BCIT, it applied in the same way, but it was peer-to-peer social skills in a room with other technical experts. And that was one thing that BCIT really flourishes on and thrives, and something I'll never forget. For 10 years from that first day I got my computer, my mother also got me a computer. 386 was an upgrade. Supported my technological habits, getting new upgrades, my ask for software all the time, which was really expensive, and most importantly, tying up the family phone line for hours and hours on end. If you guys remember what modems are like. But anyway, I just want to say special thanks to my family for supporting my dreams and my education into BCIT. After evaluating post-secondary options at BCIT, I chose it for several reasons. Number one, as you've heard tonight, it had a reputation for being challenging. I like a challenge, right? They also had a reputation for placing students into immediate jobs with a high success rate, so that was attractive to me. I had attractive pricing, good content in terms of the program that they advertised for computer systems, and just a good reputation. So that's what I wanted. I wanted to get out in the industry at a young age. I'll never forget my first day at BCIT. It's like most people, it was exciting but very nervous at the same time. But once I started, that all goes away. You get so submersed into the labs, into the material. It was very motivating. Within 24 hours, the day on site, I was getting right into labs. Within a month, you're into long projects. As Michelle was talking about earlier, you're there till it closes, and probably there after it closes too. When you got a deadline the next day, they come fast and furious. But the hands-on labs, strategic design, presentations weekly, these are all practical skills that I learned at BCIT. So I want to say a special thank you again to BCIT. This is all part of the journey, right? It's not just one silver bullet for providing me the skills for my foundation to start my career at a young age. To my instructors, especially my data communication option instructor, Aman Adula, too. I learned a lot, and he's really a mentor to me. Moving on from BCIT, I had to get a job, right? Like we all do. So I had a job actually as a teacher, as a private college teacher. I was teaching C and C++ programming. I like to educate, so it was something exciting I could transfer some BCIT skills to into the industry. Soon after that, I took some time, about 3 months traveling, I think much to the dismay of my mother. But I quickly got back, and I got a job because she was pushing me hard to get a job, so thanks, Mom, for that too. Back in the early days at Fortinet, my employer, when I got hired, we actually had 6 data communication grads, and that was a relatively small option. 6 grads back in 2004, 2005 working for us. So it really shows the impact of BCIT, the CST, and definitely the data communications program, which arms you with network security skills, ultimately cybersecurity. Even back when I graduated in 2003, cybersecurity wasn't that well known. Again, like I said, it wasn't sexy then, but it was still very impactful, obviously, going to the career. Since then, I moved from research and development, starting in programming, to being a virus analyst, to the front office, doing public speaking, media, industry development. I like collaborating with people and getting into the world of threat intelligence and cybercrime. It's a huge industry. It's estimated as a $6 trillion industry. It's larger than the international drug trade. This is massive, and it keeps growing. It's a very big problem, and I've always wanted to have an impact. So doing that collaboration, certainly working with Fortinet, my employer over the years, I can't thank them enough for all the valuable industry experience that they're here tonight. This is over the course of 15 years, right? Learning at Fortinet, taking those skills from BCIT, applying it to the business world, learning about other industry leaders, collaborating with them, and it's led us into some fascinating areas. So my journey, of course, is just one of many, right? This is just one piece. I believe in collaboration, a collaborative spirit. Like I've learned through my career, there's no silver bullet to the challenges of our everyday lives. It takes hard work, it takes openness to learn, collaborative teamwork, especially in industry. It takes strategy, right? That's that methodological approach from BCIT. And adaptability too, right? In the world of cyberspace, our journeys are just beginning. There's a significant gap of resources that we face. So I'm really looking forward to continuing to be a part of this, right? And I think we're just beginning. I want to continue to work with the bright minds of BCIT, the faculty, and the industry as well too. So I want to thank you again for being here on this special night, everybody, and enjoy the rest of a fantastic evening. Thank you very much to everybody.